Okay, so here's another episode right now, part four, where this is about a transactional relationship, which is not a real relationship. It's pretty much a fake relationship between me and my grandmother. So it was more like, I'll do this for you, but you have to do this for me. She'll tell you she'll love you, but it's not the kind of love that somebody we're willing to have a foundation with you and build on that and actually sit down and get to know you as a person. That's not the kind of love or what that is. I think she had it confused the difference between what love supposed to be like and what love is not supposed to be like. The love that she built on with me was based on money. It wasn't based on knowing me as your grandson or as a person that I am. Who is the most important person in your life? That's not what that was, but I was too blind by all by everything that she was telling me and the thing that she was saying to me in the moment. I guess because I was blind by manipulated by her charm and even the word that she was telling me that she was saying to me. I may have been manipulated by everything that I thought that I had a real relationship with my grandmother. I thought I did, but then I realized that after all these years, once once you've been used up, and after you've been used up by this individual, and when they get done with you, they'll talk you to the side like you're a piece of trash. Like you'll find a soda can or maybe a bottle cap, like you're in the dumpster. That's how they don't treat you as once they get done when you're being used up, manipulated, and especially putting you financial crisis and you're just pretty much nothing but a burden to them where okay, they use you up. I did all these things that I did to him. No, I don't really love him. I may love for what Brandon could do for me, but I don't really love him as a person. That's based on transactional. That's not a real relationship that you can have with somebody who's only after you for one thing, is monetary gain, or they trying to gain something from that situation, which is money. And she was just over here trying to get stuff. That's what that was. And if you don't end up giving her those things, she'll find somebody else to do it. If it's not you, it will be another individual that she can do it to. And there was another person that she mentioned in the conversation where it was Tanya. Uh, she called her nephew. This woman who she barely even knows. She doesn't even know her from a can of paint. And you got Tanya doing all these things for you. And then you had the nerve, and then you had the nerve to compare Tanya to your daughter, which is my mother, Donna Mastingale. You had the nerve to compare her to your daughter, saying that, oh, Tanya is better than my daughter. Oh, my daughter doesn't do nothing for me. Oh, she never doing it. Anytime I call her, she doesn't even answer her phone. Or when I told her to go get me food, or it could be anything that she asks you to do for her. It could be anything that she asks you to do. If you don't end up doing it, she'll either threaten you or tell you, well, if you don't do this for me, I'm not going to do this for you. If you don't do this for me, I'm taking you out of the will. Like she'll make these threats. And then when she get done threatening you, sh- that's when she'll feel like she's in power. She has sense of control over you. And you feel like you're trapped. Like you don't even know what to do. You don't know what like you feel like you're not strong enough to stand up against her because in that situation, she'll feel like she won the battle, but not the war. Because in the end, she's gonna suffer the long term consequences for using you as a pawn. Because in the end, she never really cared about you. Like with my situation, she never really cared about me the way I thought she did. And then you're comparing your daughter to Tanya. Okay? And then she wants to say that she loved Tanya. I'm like, how do you love Tanya? Why? Because of what Tanya could do for you? No, 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 no. You don't love Tanya. It's not the love that you can build a foundation with two people who could build on that love with one another that have that formal connection of a relationship. No, that's not that kind of love. You only love Tanya for what she can do for you. You don't really love Tanya. Same way you don't love me as well. So there were a lot of times where uh I remember she I was watching TV in the TV room and then she was on the phone with her girlfriend and my brother was sweeping in the garage and she asked me to sweep the garage. Like she kept forcing me, asking me to sweep the garage. Like s- it was in a way it was like, okay, I did this for you, now you gotta do this for me. You know how you love somebody? Love somebody is where it's like it was more okay, I went out of my way, I was looking out for you and I did something nice for you, but I don't expect anything in return from you. That is love. That's based on real love. But the love that she talking about is not the kind of love that you can have a long-term relationship with somebody. That love that she was giving me, it was short term. It wasn't long term. She will only love me if I do this for her. That's a sense of control. Yeah, my grandmother was a control freak. That's what she was. So because I didn't sweep the garage or I didn't want to do what she wanted to do, she threw a whole fit. And then she would tell her business outside of the house. And then I would get so upset at her, I would yell at her, and then I would give myself time to leave the house and cool off. But she ended up calling the police on me, y'all. Yeah, she ended up calling the police on me. And my brother was present when he was at the house when she called the police. She tried to lie to the police. I got the information because the information that she told the police was inaccurate. She told the police that I have issues, that I'm unstable, that I have problems. And then she told the police I didn't do anything. Yes, you did. You did do something. You're not telling my brother the truth about what you did. You were antagonizing me. You not only that, and then there were times where I wanted to do my own thing and I wanted to have a good time and have fun. She didn't like that. She would call my phone making threats. This happened in Puerto Rico, guys. This happened in Puerto Rico. She called my phone making threats, talking about, oh, if you and your brother don't meet me down here to the beach, 'cause I don't like being by myself. If y'all don't meet me down here, I'm leaving y'all in Puerto Rico." And I'm what the hell? Does she have friends who she can hang out with? Why she need to be around me and my brother 24/7? What, you can't find something you can do for yourself? What, you can't have fun on your own? What you need me there all the time for? So I got so upset because I couldn't even enjoy my vacation without her calling my phone 24/7. And then she'll get upset when we don't check up on her. Well, I'm sorry. The reason why we wasn't checking up on you because you had that incident with us where you threatened us. You called my phone talking about you were gonna leave us in Puerto Rico. That's why we didn't call you. There was a reason why we didn't call you. So and then now let me go back to the incident where she called the police on me, right? She lied to the police saying that I did something to her or I made her upset. And when then that's not what really happened. She made me upset because there's something that she said to me that I did not like. So what happened was I left the house for 20 minutes. I went to the park. I left the house. As soon as I left the house, I cooled off for like maybe 20 minutes or so. After the 20 minutes was up, I went back to the house. I drove back to the house. The next thing I got to hear is my brother told me what my grandmother said out of her own mouth that she wish I was dead. When I heard that, when she told my brother behind closed door, I wish your brother Brandon would get into a car accident. I want some. I don't care if he gets in a car accident. I don't care if he ended up dead. I don't care if he ended up in the accident or in the hospital. Like she would say these things where you're putting out there to the universe. You cannot take that back after what you just said. So when I heard she said that, I was really heartbroken when she said that. When my brother came back to me and told me, I'm like, I just can't believe this woman who I spent all these years showing her nothing but loyalty and love and respect, and she would turn around, you gonna tell my brother that you wish I was dead? I would never in my life put time and energy in somebody or form any kind of relationship with them that wishes me dead. That period. So for everybody that's listening and tuning into my story, I had to find the strength and the courage to get out of this situation. So what I did was I packed everything up and I left and I never turned back. You don't go back somewhere where you don't feel wanted or loved. You should go somewhere where you feel wanted and loved. And that's what I did. So I went somewhere where I felt wanted and welcomed. Don't go back to the situation. It's just like when the person cheat on you, that did. It's a done deal. There's nothing else for us to talk about. You remove yourself from this individual and you go on with your life. I forgive, but I won't forget.